Welcome to episode 3 of Finding a CS Job. So, I am recording this after recording all of episode 3, and I just want to talk about the things that I forgot to talk about in the episode. So, first, disclaimer, this is not a tutorial series. I'm not out here trying to teach anyone how to get a job because I have no idea how to get a job. This series is me hopefully figuring out how to get a job, and whether or not that helps you actually get a job don't matter to me, because I'm really just here to document my progress, keep myself working, keep the motivation of getting uploads on schedule, and it's all motivation and documenting this process for me. So that's it. If this series helps you, that's great. If it doesn't, oh well, it wasn't meant to help you anyways. So hopefully, I haven't uploaded a video yet, but hopefully when I upload episode 1, 2, 3, there aren't people that come in here thinking that I'm trying to teach anyone, because I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, let's figure that out. But another thing I wanted to talk about, and since we're on the subject of jobs, this works perfectly. I haven't actually done in 3 videos because I finished recording 3. I haven't done any of the actually finding a job or job prep aspect of finding a CS job. So in episode 4, I really want to touch on that along with the coding project. So big thing for me is managing my time, and a big thing for me is staying productive for long periods of time. So I've been working for 4 hours straight, which is really good, but I want to work for 6 to 8 hours a day if I can, except for weekends and holidays. I'm not working Omega full time. But yeah, I want to have, whether or not I have an episode where it's all job search or all programming problems or all projects, I want to mix them in and maybe dedicate videos to just whatever. But what I need to do is actually document the job prep and the job search and all that. So I apologize for not doing any of that. I'm going to start tomorrow. It's late. It's 1 a.m. So today, I guess, technically. But that's all I wanted to say. This is not a tutorial series, and I'm going to go over more of the actual job search in the next few episodes. So wish me luck and enjoy episode 3 of Finding a CS Job. This is not a tutorial, by the way. Doopian. Okay, so for one, I am really enjoying this series. I'm getting a lot done. 2, I want to make the series as non-programmer friendly as I can. So what I'm thinking is, instead of showing you guys blocks of code, I can show you guys the end result of my work. For instance, something like this, and just talk about it. And I'll try and be as simple as I can, I guess, but I can't promise you guys that I'm going to not speak and have it be complicated. So that's pretty much it. If you guys your opinion matters, let me know how you feel about that. So leave that in the comments. Now, we have our mobile view for the site, and I decided to do mobile first, so it looks terrible in a desktop view, but I went with mobile first because I've heard that's just the way to go, and it's definitely made things a lot more simple for me, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Things that I'm not happy about with this layout, I need to change the color for these input text things, and how small the text needs to be at this view. The reason being is because the screen is so small that this little triangle that shows up actually makes date added go into a second line and then totally ruins how I cut off the bottom of the table. So I have to have the table to be this text size at this width. Obviously, as the screen gets bigger, we can change the text size, which is what I plan on doing. But for phones like this, that's just how it's going to be. I can make the text size bigger on this view, but this is a huge accomplishment for me. Having the whole page fit without having any problems with scrolling. So like you can scroll only on the table body, and yeah, having everything fit, and it's just so responsive. I love it. It's the best mobile menu I've ever made by far, and I accomplished that with Bootstrap. So Bootstrap just made everything really easy. For the width, for the height, I needed to set the values myself, and how I accomplished this is using Grid, Bootstrap Grid, which is similar to CSS Grid. So something that I've been wanting to learn for like the whole week, basically. So how it works is you set up rows and columns. So this is a row. This is a row with these two split into two columns. And then the whole table down here is a row. And then what you do is you set each row's height to, let's say, 10, 10, and 80%. And, you know, give or take a little bit with, you know, you want some space. You don't want everything touching each other because that sounds weird and also looks really bad too. So that is very simple. I've never actually managed to think of that, to do that, but I did today. And the biggest issue I had making the mobile version of this is just getting the table to look the way it does. And the way I accomplish this is the font size of it's the font size of the text in the table is what makes it possible. So there's a value, it's like a width and height value. It's called REM, and it's not the band, but it has to do with the font that you're using. So based on the REM of the table, each cell is like 40 pixels. So what I did was cut off 40 pixels from the bottom because okay, it's getting complicated. Forgive me. I can't set a height for the whole table. What I had to do was set a height for the table body in order to get this scroll bar to show up, and in order to get the table cut off when there's an overflow of entries in the table. But basically it's sort of hard-coded, sort of, is what I'm trying to say. And that's the only way I could make it look nice on wide view and vertical view and keep the scroll bar makes everything. The scroll bar and the table body just makes everything super difficult. And yes, I fixed the borders up here, so it looks much better. And yeah, I got a lot done. But I'm really, really happy with the progress today. Bootstrap is amazing. I love it. And I'll probably be using it for most of my projects just because it takes a lot of the design aspect out of the development, which is wonderful. I hate designing websites. I have no real artistic, I have no real artistic anything. So yeah, really happy with that. Really happy with what I've learned. Happy to expand this thing and make it look nice on desktop now. So that's for tomorrow, and hopefully this video isn't too long. I might split this whole mobile thing into its own video. I definitely will. So this will be video 3. Everything up to this point will be video 2. This will be its own video. And I'll probably upload these episodes more regularly than once a week. It's going to be multiple videos a week if I can keep this up. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Let me know if you want me to show you blocks of code or to do like time lapses of me coding or whatever. Just any feedback is great, and hopefully things aren't super complicated. I know this isn't video game content, but it's definitely motivating me to get stuff done, so I gotta keep making these videos. So appreciate you guys. Any of you that are watching these means a lot. So I'll see you next time with hopefully a good desktop view. Later.